This week in Rivian news, Rivian and Bosch have sued each other. Rivian is now selling NACS adapters on their website. Rivian reveals usable battery capacity for their Gen 2 vehicles. So let's dive in. First up, Rivian has introduced some new accessories to their gear shop. You'll now find a crossbar wall mount to help organize your gear, which holds one set of cargo crossbars when in use. There's an R1T storage bin mat to protect against scuffs, scratches, and spills, and a center console organizer, a two-tiered custom fit storage tray with rubber inserts to reduce noise from the items rolling around. They've also launched a really cool power bank that doubles as a hand warmer, using the same port as the Rivian flashlight for recharging, along with a new R1 t-shirt. Most notably, they've added the controversial NACS adapter to the store, which many R1 owners haven't yet received as part of the free incentive program. Now, this seems like a questionable move on Rivian's part to start selling these adapters before fulfilling the initial promise. How do you feel about them showing up on the gear shop before most owners have received their free units? Our next story is a big one. It has been confirmed the owl lock sound is here to stay. Rivian's own Wasim confirmed on Reddit, responding to a flood of support from owl enthusiasts. I'd love to see a whole suite of bird sounds added for more customization options. Rivian also shared new information about their Gen 2 vehicle's usable battery capacities. But first, what is usable battery capacity? Essentially, it's the portion of the EV's total battery capacity that's dedicated to driving and running essential systems like heating, air conditioning, and other features that draw on the power. Here's a look at the Gen 2 packs. The Gen 2 standard pack at 92.5 kilowatt hours is tailored for efficiency-focused drivers. The large pack, offering 108.5 kilowatt hours, strikes a nice balance between range and power, and the max pack at 140 kilowatt hours remains the go-to for those needing maximum range and capability, especially if you're towing. But you may be asking yourself, how does this compare to Gen 1? While the Gen 1 packs offer slightly larger capacities, in some cases, the differences aren't drastic. The Gen 1 standard pack comes in at 106 kilowatt hours, which is 13.5 kilowatt hour higher than the Gen 2 standard pack. Similarly, the Gen 1 max pack offers 141 kilowatt hours, just 1 kilowatt hour more than the Gen 2 max pack. However, improvements in battery management efficiency and the addition of a heat pump in the Gen 2 models suggest that the real-world range differences might be minimal, if not better. This demonstrates how Rivian has managed to maintain efficiency while optimizing their battery offerings. And in some exciting news, the new Gen 2 large battery pack vehicles are officially available on the R1 shop. If you're in the market for a new R1T or R1S, now is a great time to explore Rivian's latest battery options. These new Gen 2 large battery packs provide plenty of range and performance, meeting the needs of most drivers. I actually have a large pack in my Rivian R1T, but it is a Gen 1. Check out the R1 shop and grab an R1 large pack today, and make sure to use my referral code to get $750 towards the gear shop, plus 6 months of free Rivian Adventure Network charging. Link is in the description below. Now on to the big news. Rivian and Bosch are now engulfed in a legal dispute over their e-motor supply partnership. Back in 2019, Rivian and Bosch agreed on a partnership for Bosch to supply electric motors for the R1T and the R1S models. However, things got tense when Rivian began making its own motors. Bosch accused Rivian of secretly planning to replace its product and refusing to reimburse $204 million in investments, leading to lawsuits from both companies. Rivian claims Bosch failed to meet its commitments, delivering only half the required motors in 2022 and stalling production. Rivian described Bosch's efforts as inadequate, citing poorly trained staff and outdated technology, which caused significant brand and financial damage. In response, Bosch argued that Rivian ignored contractual obligations to cover costs loss when it canceled the agreement in 2023. Rivian transitioned to an in-house motor production to lower costs and improve supply chain control. However, this shift has led to the reduced production targets for 2024. The legal dispute between Rivian and Bosch underscores the challenges of partnerships between ambitious startups and established suppliers in the EV industry. I feel that Rivian's decision to shift to an in-house motor production was always part of the plan for vertically integrating vehicle production. Bosch probably anticipated this, but there's likely some truth to claims from both sides. I expect this will eventually be settled and both companies will just move on. Lastly, Rivian's newest space just opened this past week in Old Orchard, Skokie, Illinois, just a few hours from the Normal, Illinois plant where their vehicles are made. If you live in the area, keep an eye out for some fun events being held there over the next month. And that wraps it up for this week's Rivian Update. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. It really helps to support my channel. Don't forget to subscribe for next week's news, and remember that adventure is always out there.